Hey guys, welcome to Flat Top King. Hey, I just went to New York and went straight to Hamburger America, where George Motz was on the griddle making hamburgers in front of everybody. He makes the iconic Oklahoma fried onion burger, and we're going to try to do it like him. We had a fantastic trip. Went to New York, and one of the very first places I want to go to, since we do griddle cooking a lot, is Hamburger America. If you're not familiar, George Motz is probably the most famous burger scholar of all. He's dedicated basically his whole life to the idea of the American hamburger, the classic. He's traveled the world, the country, and he's kind of got his own twist on the Oklahoma onion burger. It seems like, from my information, he's become really good friends with Marty, who owns Sid's Diner in Oklahoma, which is what you would consider the most known Oklahoma onion burger, although it started way before then. We won't get into history. Let's just say this. We went to New York. We met George. Extremely busy, and for all the customers there, you actually get to see George making the Oklahoma onion burger right in front of you. So no, he didn't teach me one-on-one, but he teaches a lot of people every single day. It seems like he's doing what he loves, and I think that's fantastic. So today is all about the Onion Burger 2.0. We've perfected it because he showed us how. So now you can't say you don't do it like George. We're doing it like George, okay? Martin potato rolls, check. We estimate about 3.5 ounces of ground beef. We have some salt. The extra kick is just going to be pepper. George actually doesn't put pepper on his burgers. Yellow mustard, some pickles, some onion. Last but not least, as George so elegantly put it, American cheese. It's literally designed to melt. Here we go. The first thing, probably the most important thing, as you can imagine, on a fried onion burger is the onion. I would think that the three options are very basic. They're laid out here right now. Most people are not going to have a meat slicer, although the meat slicer, if you want to get a true thin onion, is probably developed off a meat slicer. The most probably common thing that you could buy with the cost in mind would be a simple mandolin, probably 30 to 100 bucks. You just got to be careful when you use it, okay? And then third of all, obviously the hand. So let's see what we can come up with. Look how thin this is. You can see my hand underneath it. All right, as you can see right here, we have a nice pile of thinly sliced onions. You can see on my smallest setting, not too shabby. You know, it's probably a hair thicker, I think it's fair to say, but considering this was $30 to $100, not a bad job at all. And when it comes to hand cutting, obviously, if you don't know, the most safest method is to cut on a flat surface. So you have to cut the onion in half to get a flat surface. And then there, it's as comfortable as you need to be with making the thinnest slice possible. I was able to get pretty thin. I feel confident in my skills. I'm just being honest, but nowhere near the thinness of the meat slicer. We have the Martin's potato rolls. The one thing I found interesting while we were there, and basically what we've been preaching, there is a difference between a smash burger and an Oklahoma onion burger. The one thing that we thought, that the very first bite that we both ate, our response was that the burger was not as thin as what we expected. It didn't have the lacy edges, and it was not as crisp. But when you flip it and actually watch him do it, he presses it twice. He presses it down, and then when he flips it, he presses in the onions. So that was kind of unique. The second thing is he doesn't toast his buns. He only steams. To get the party started, 3.5 ounces of ground beef, some salt. We're going to add the pepper. As much as I want to add smash that, but out of the representation of the respect for the Oklahoma onion smash burger and going up there to New York, they didn't have smash that. I don't know why. We won't use it. Salt, pepper only today. Mandolin onions piled high. You're not holding this burger down. They're going through a lot of burgers on the griddle at the same time. They don't have time to hold the burger down for 10 seconds at a time, so that's not what you're looking at. One thing he mentioned was, before you flip, your telltale sign is your charred onions around the edges, and you're looking for the moisture to come up in the burger, so it's not quite ready yet. Notice that little smash right there that releases some of the juices to be able to cook the onions. Add the cheese, bottom bun, top bun. See that cheese is melted right there? The bun's soft, it's like pillowy. Tuck those onions in. Slide the spatula out. Ha ha. And there you go. So to this, we're gonna let it rest. I know one thing, when we had ours, those jokers were hot. Fresh, right off the griddle. Last but not least, the double, which is actually an option at the restaurant. Just to show you it doesn't matter, we're just gonna mix the onions up. We got thin versus super thin. I think what's more important is the amount of onions you put on there. Don't be scared to put quite a bit of onion on there. Use any press you want to, spatula, press, it doesn't matter, just get them thin. Meat's kind of like moist on top. One thing that I do think that's of note is they're not necessarily looking for like that greatest Maillard reaction. That's not what their Oklahoma onion burger is about, or that's not how I interpreted it. We'll put the bottom bun down there, put the top bun down there. And to the double, woo! We're gonna load this one as well. My girls had a grilled cheese and fries. We thought the fries were fantastic, fresh, crispy.
Yes.
We really, really enjoyed it.
The burger was fantastic.
I'm excited. Wanna try this one? Now this is absolutely the classic. Nothing on it, no cheese. I get hammered all the time. You try to cheese your burgers all the time. You know, I gotta be honest with you, I could be wrong. That might be the first burger I've ever had not dressed. No cheese, just plain. Yeah. Like no toppings, no nothing.
And it's still great.
I'll tell you what you get. You almost get appreciation just for the onions.
Yeah.
We didn't even have it that way up in New York. We had it dressed with mustard and pickle.
Yep.
So,
it is good.
This is a single.
With cheese.
Yep. Well, we took a bite and we forgot to dress this one. So I looked at her and I said, this tastes the same exact way as the other one. So there, mustard, pickle. I'm all about the dress. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's maybe the best burger we've ever made.
It's almost like the idea of mustard on a hot dog. Since a hot dog is so fatty, that's why mustard is so well on a hot dog, along with like raw onions. I literally think this gives it the same vibe. It just cuts through the fat, the beef, the bun, the meat, the cheese ratio. And this is what I've been just waiting for right there. I mean, just look at the juice still coming off of it. Cheese. All right. I'm a double meat guy. This is what we had. We had the double.
Yep.
There you go. You know, honestly, the onions act in two parts. Sweetness, and then like that charness, you know, when it gets on the griddle and kind of like burns. You get
Golly,
like,
that's good.
yeah, that's good.
That's good. I mean,
that's Hamburger America 101.
Safe to say that's how you'll be making all your hamburgers from now on.
All right, guys, there you go. That's the Oklahoma fried onion burger from George Motz. That's where we got inspiration from. We try to replicate what he did. And to be honest with you, I think it might be one of the top 5 burgers in America. Now, I say that because there's a difference between this and a smash burger. Sometimes I crave that Maillard reaction. You said, is this the burger I want to make from now on? Maybe not. You know, because I like the toppings sometimes. Sometimes I like a thick burger. Sometimes I like a thin burger. But I think if you're looking at like a Mount Rushmore, this has to be right up there with it. It has to be one of the best burgers that's ever been made. If you guys are interested, hit that join button down below. It's a membership program. We thank each and every one of you for taking time for doing so. Check us out on the Griddle Group on Facebook, where this is highly contested all the time. So hopefully we did it justice. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Peace. I don't know which one to eat. What if we do like a triple? Now that's the bite right here. Go and take a bite of that.
Yeah, right.